Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Pitbull, and I'm here with Marshawn Lynch.
Hey, how are we doing?
Marshawn, stop freaking, call Beacon, right?
That's Bobby Wagner now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide.
People not from Seattle have no fucking
No.
clue what any of those first few lines meant.
Some local commercial.
Guys, I used chapstick before this episode, and Kyle was like, oh, you're becoming the chapstick guy like me. And I have to say that it has been growing on me, but I'm still not.
There's growth there?
There's growth, but I still wouldn't say I like it. I still feel like I'm putting on sunscreen. You know, you don't like sunscreen.
No.
Do you?
It gives you like the oily feeling.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
how you feel
same.
on your
It's
lips?
the same thing, but I'm just putting sunscreen on only my lips.
I mean, it kind of is. I've never really thought about it that way.
It's
it
like
kind of is.
it's like a mushy layer of just like.
Yeah, but then your lips feel nice and moist and good and ready for,
Okay, how come you like putting on lotion, but you don't?
You think I love putting on lotion?
You always ask for like hand lotion and stuff.
Wow, you're making me sound like I just
You
big
really
lotion
like
fiend.
lotion.
I have used lotion one time in probably the last month.
But that's because it's summer. During winter, you use lotion.
That's true.
All the
I
time.
do get dry hands.
So you like lotion. Now,
Like I'm not like a big lotion guy. I use lotion. Just because I use something doesn't mean I love it.
you don't.
Do I love
carry around-
toothpaste? I don't love toothpaste, but I use toothpaste.
Okay. Do you love toilet paper?
Yeah. I love toilet paper, especially
You've
real
developed a bond with toilet paper over
paper. Oh
the
yeah,
years.
yeah. It's like a special little thing. We
Yeah.
kind of look at each other and like, yeah.
Speaking of looking at things, so
What?
we like to talk about blind people, not just because like it's one of my fascinations. Quite
Yeah.
honestly,
Mhm.
we think it's like or I think it's really interesting. And I was talking to one of my friends the other night, and she was like, "You know what's kind of crazy is that a blind person cares absolutely zero about their partner's looks." And
Well, they might care about how they feel,
yeah, like the texture of their face, I guess.
I guess.
But
yeah.
I think like if a blind person's gonna turn you down because you have acne, it's like that's kind of
it's kind of petty. It's kind of
well, it's not. It's just like I doubt they would do that, you know.
Yeah, I guess they
But maybe like
Do you think there's like a certain feel they like?
maybe yeah, because if you're blind, like you rely on your sense of touch for everything. So
Yeah.
maybe you really do enjoy a certain feeling, or like maybe you don't like hairy arms, or like
I think I'd be super appealing to a blind person. I have pretty soft skin.
you do. You're not super hairy either.
They'd feel me and be like, "Dang, is this a woman?"
Well, no, but maybe the blind lady wants like a
Yeah, if
hairy
she wants
guy.
a rugged man, it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not rugged. I got a rugged bone in my body.
But so we were talking about how like a blind person falls in love for someone. Okay, I'm not saying I know this, but I assume they fall in love based entirely off of
Personality
and emotion and how this person makes them feel. And then I posed the question, is that how it should be for people who aren't blind? Or should we, since we have the ability to have sight, should we incorporate that into the way we feel about someone?
I think it's up to the person. I don't think you're a bad person if you don't want to be with somebody because you're not attracted to them. Like,
Yeah.
that's a natural thing.
Yeah. So that was like the question is,
I think it depends on the person. Some people don't even care about looks at all, and they're just like strictly personality.
do they, or are they just okay with the fact that like they don't think this person's like the hottest person in the world?
Well, there's probably some people that are like that. It's like, yeah, you kind of got a like banged up face, but like you got a really sick personality. I'm okay with that. I can make this work. But there's probably
Banged
people
up
that's like,
face.
I don't care what you look like. You're a great person to talk to, and there you go. But there's other people that don't even care, and it's just like, I just want to see how you look, and that's about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always felt that right off the bat, if I'm not visually attracted to you, I'm probably not gonna like take things any further.
Are you visually attracted to me? Is that why you've been taking things further?
I mean, you're a good looking friend, but like as a friend, my friend
You
can
just
be as
friend zone me?
ugly as fuck as like I don't care how ugly my friends are.
You just friend zone me.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that's fine.
But like as a friend, you don't care if you're surrounded by ugly friends.
No, I am surrounded by ugly friends. I'm just kidding. You guys are cute. What?
I'm trying to read you to see
What?
if there
No.
was some sincerity.
I'm not
in there.
attracted to you. Do I think you're attractive? Yeah,
Oh,
I do. Am I
okay.
turned on by you? Yeah, I am.
But I'm not attracted to you.
Am I feeling this connection?
Do I
right
have
now?
an erection right now?
Yeah, I do. So
Yeah.
You know.
You know what's funny is like, I promise I've never had a boner while doing an episode with you. But if I did, no one would ever know.
Yeah, no one would know.
So like I could have a raging erection right now. That's just rock solid.
Yeah.
Like,
You might.
like a 6th grade boner.
It kind of seems like you do.
Those things could pierce through rocks.
Yeah, but they were tiny.
Yeah, but they were
But
still
they were
strong.
solid. Yeah, that's true.
It's like a dagger versus a
Sword.
yeah.
The swords are still strong.
No, yeah, swords are strong, but they have like a little flex to them.
Yeah.
Daggers,
Daggers are just stiff.
yeah.
Stiff, straight, and pointy. That's how I like them. How do we move on from this?
I don't know.
Anyways, back to blind people. I made the mistake of saying "good to see you" to a blind person the other day,
Oh,
and I walked off going, "Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it."
Do they ever say "good to see you"?
No, he just said like, "How are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, good to see you." And I was like, "Fuck." Why'd I say that?
What can you say instead? Like
Probably, "Hey, how's it going?" You know,
good to be in your presence.
Good to hear from you. I don't know. That seems almost like a jab in the face.
Good
like,
to hear
good to
ya.
hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I felt bad, and I walked off. I was like, "Damn it."
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
that one up.
but I don't think that. Well, I would have no clue, but I would guess that a blind person doesn't take any offense to that, especially if they've been blind for a while. It's like that's just a thing people say.
Yeah.
Like if I say, "Come on, guys," and I hate when like there's a girl that's like,
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'm not one of the guys.
It's like, okay, well, I meant group of people. Come on, humans.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, gals and guys.
Yeah,
That's no
I feel
fun.
weird saying like, "Come on, girls." Like I have 2 girl cousins, and like when I used to babysit them, I'd be like, "All right, guys, let's go." And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should say girls. And I go, "Come on, girls."
But
And
they,
I'm like,
don't. I
feels
feel like
weird.
they would even think it's kind of weird, just because guys is like a more universal term. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
You could say gals,
That's weird.
but I
And
feel
it's
like
"Come
gals
on,
has
gals."
to be 30 or over.
Yeah, that's like mother things. That's like my mom's like, "Oh, I got the gals together." Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that.
You could get the gals together. You could have like a book club of a bunch of girlfriends.
I don't have a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah.
I got like my cousins, my mom, my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had more girlfriends, but
Do
like
you?
I just like don't really connect with them.
Like
I don't
want to
connect
do
with
for
girls.
fun. Like, what am I doing for fun with you? What are we gonna talk about? Like our nails?
Well, I just think we haven't met the right group of girls that are like.
Yeah.
Like this is actually pretty sad. I've had some close girlfriends, and I do have a few, maybe like 3 or 4 that I would say are like actual good friends. But other than that, the only girls I've really interacted with a lot are either my significant others or my friends' significant others.
Pretty much same. Or their friends.
And like I think that sucks because like I want to say that like most friend groups have almost an equal amount of like guys and girls. I want to just like have the whole squad come over and it's like not just like 19 dudes, you know?
I mean,
because there's a different perspective to offer.
yeah,
there.
but our squad's like 4 to 5 dudes.
Yeah, but
So it's
that's
like-
why I really want to expand it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you really are desperate for expansion here.
I just feel
'Cause-
like
no,
there's-
you'd be like, I want to be this guy at the gym's friend. Like,
do.
it seems like you're tired of your friends, John, and it seems like you want to expand.
I do want to expand.
Okay.
I think it's good to have like different friends.
I'll be open to expanding, but I don't want to force an expansion because I don't want to force someone into the group that I'm gonna realize this isn't the right connection.
You don't want to be the expansion team that falls apart because they don't have good management.
Exactly.
Or they just get the shittiest players in the league and then they are a losing franchise.
Exactly.
Like we could probably go find crackhead Janice or Jamie or Janelle.
Probably.
And she could probably be in our friend group. But she might not be a good influence and we might all start doing crack and fall apart.
Yeah, it's like, what does she bring to the table here? Crack. That's about it. Maybe some funny
Maybe some
laughs.
humor.
Yeah, probably pretty funny.
Self-deprecating humor. Like she's probably so like
Yeah. And,
coked
like,
up that she might like stab herself in the leg like Ricky Bobby and not feel it.
yeah, it's not even like she's trying to be funny. It's just like she's just doing it, and then it's self-deprecating to us, but she doesn't realize it.
Yeah, but then all she knows is like, oh my God, these people are laughing with me. They must enjoy when I do these things.
Yeah, and then she smokes more crack.
Yeah, and kind of like how a 5th grade boy hanging out with like 9th graders.
You feel really cool.
Yeah, especially if they should laugh with you. So
Yeah,
you
you're like,
do
"Oh,
it
I'm
at the
funny."
expense of your own health.
Right.
And you take like rocks and you start like hitting your abs with them, and you get bruises there.
Yeah, then suddenly you're just the guy that beats himself up for fun. It's like in The Office when Andy becomes like the funny guy and he starts like pouring coffee on himself.
Yes. That's like, bro, that's such a good parallel. That's what little kids do.
Yeah, they do. I remember doing it as a kid. Like I have memories of my friend would come over and then we'd like run upstairs and I would like pretend to trip and like hurt myself and then we'd all laugh. And
Yeah.
like, looking back, I'm like, really? I had to hurt myself for enjoyment?
Yeah, dude. I've had these moments when I'm high where like it usually happens when I'm watching a show or a movie where I really like I notice something about a plot or like a well-written show. I usually have these profound moments when it's something that's well-written.
Or you think it's profound.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
oftentimes it's not.
I know. I always think I'm like really on to something in the plot and then it's not true at all.
Yeah. But that's actually true. Kyle's the one, like, if we're watching a movie, a lot of times he'll be like, so that guy is actually a terrorist. And we'll be like, no,
This
what?
is comedy.
No. But, like, we were just talking about The Office and that part with Andy. So this is just an example. Like, if I was high and I saw that, I would probably think, like, oh my God, the writers are trying to draw a parallel between the way younger people act when they're hanging out with older people that admire and like appreciate their presence. And maybe Andy is immature as an adult and feels that he
Whoa.
is younger at his soul. And he's trying to fit in with this older crowd by doing these things. And it's like, I have all these synapses start firing.
It's a deep connection, but in reality, it's probably just, it was kind of funny watching Andy
Yeah,
do
it was
that,
just
and
Andy being an idiot.
Yeah.
But maybe sometimes I'm right, but probably not
Could
often.
be. Do you think there's a lot of depth to The Office? I don't really think so.
I don't know. I'd be interested to talk with like the writers, because BJ Novak was one of the main writers, right? The
Think so,
guy
yeah.
who plays Ryan.
Yeah. One of the worst characters ever. So annoying. Him and Kelly are just the worst.
But in a way, they're like a good character because you're supposed to kind of hate them.
Yeah, no, I know. They're so annoying. So frustrating.
There's certain actresses that always play roles that you just hate, but they're like really good at just being the worst.
I feel like that's Mindy Kaling.
Well, she has her own show where she's the star, right? What's her show called?
I don't know. The Mindy Project or something?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Maybe
either.
I've only seen her in one thing. So maybe that's just the idea I get from her.
Yeah.
But I feel like Steve Carell never really plays like a normal person. Like he plays kind of a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, there's one movie I've seen him where he plays I think it's called the Meyerowitz Stories or something, but I don't know if that's him, but there's one movie where he's like serious and it's a drama.
Yeah.
And he was really good, but I was so thrown off because I was expecting him to like say something stupid.
Have some Steve Carell jokes. Yeah, he's in the Way Back where he plays like this terrible stepdad. It's the only movie
that's like
I've
a
ever cried in.
serious movie, right?
I mean, it's kind of. It's like a sort of a coming of age. Sort of, I think it's like a little bit of a comedy, but it's kind of like just this awkward kid.
Yeah.
And I cried.
What was the context of you crying? Do you remember?
I just felt so bad for this kid. Like I just kind of felt for him,
Okay.
and I was like, "Damn, poor guy." And I cried. I don't know. I was an emotional like.
No,
10th grader.
that's good. I've cried.
I watched it with my mom.
I cried during this movie called Little Boy. And it I didn't realize why you made that noise, and now it all makes sense. No, it's like a World War II movie.
Oh.
And it's like
Well,
I
that'll make
don't
you
I don't
cry.
remember me crying, or I think when I cried was like when the kid realized that like his dad had like died in like the war or something.
That'll make you cry.
And I was like,
yeah. That'll get you. Do war movies get you?
or just like little kids like going through shit is like the worst.
Because you just know that kid's gonna be fucked up growing up. Yeah.
It's so weird when you I'd lost everything that I was gonna say, dude. I have no clue. I had something and it just poofed. That's boof.
It's weird when what?
I don't know, dude. I have no clue.
So try singing again. Maybe it'll pop in.
I have no clue. Or wait, what did I say? It's weird when.
It's weird when.
when we have yet to hit 200 reviews on the Apple Podcast
it is
app.
pretty weird that we haven't done that yet.
We're like 8 away when we're recording this. By the time you see this, we might be 5 away. So 5 to 8 of you, or maybe 30 of you, should go leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, even if you listen on Spotify or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because when we hit 200, which is very soon, we're going to live stream an episode of PIMS.
Okay.
And I spent a couple hours yesterday getting all the parts, figuring out how to link up a camera and mics to my computer, which is a very complex process, guys. So just know that when we do live stream this episode, our heart and soul and tears have been put into this. So you guys should tune in because it'll be kind of interesting.
Should we do some like fun things on the show?
Yeah, we should like make it a spicy episode somehow.
Yeah.
Like,
not like spicy. Like I'm not doing habaneros again.
No.
Not doing that.
We could do like a taste test or just some interactive.
Yeah, we could like fight each other. We could naked wrestle. I don't know.
We could do that whole episode naked, and it's risky because it's like live. So if I accidentally stand up and forget that it's live,
just keep a pillow there.
Then I'm just naked on the episode.
Yeah, that would be a really good decision for an episode. Like, would we get in trouble for being naked on a live stream?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of trouble? Like, our channel would probably get shut down.
I don't think the video would get deleted, and you would get 1 strike on your channel. And
one naked strike.
If you get 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted.
Oh, so we got 2 options. We could do 2 live streams naked. And then...
Well, but on Twitch, like, this one guy, I told the story, but he had a gun.
Oh,
and he was like showing it off, and then he accidentally pulled the trigger, shot through his wall. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but he got banned from Twitch forever. So.
Well, that makes sense. I think being
naked is or less worse than a gun.
Yeah, it's less. I was gonna say less dangerous, but there's some dangerous naked people.
Yeah.
If I see a naked person, I'm either aroused or afraid, or confused.
Yeah, that's good. Those are 3 good feelings to feel.
It's not really other feelings. You're not like sad,
and you're never just indifferent. You never just see someone naked and be like, "What's up?"
Actually, I'm used to it because where I work at, I see a lot of naked people, and I'm like, oh.
But you're a little more feeling different than if they had clothes on, right?
I prefer them with clothes, yes. It's just weird when they're like, hey, Kyle, and like bring me in to talk, and I'm like, can you just put pants on? Or at least wrap your towel not around your neck?
Yeah.
But, that's how it is.
Do people do that?
Yes.
A towel only around their neck?
Yes. So many old people.
Oh, like hanging
around
I thought you
the
meant
neck.
like tying like a bow
like
around
a scarf. No. Yeah, this is my bow tie.
I'm like,
it's
what?
actually a scarf, or it's actually a tie. Or fuck, towel. No, crush that joke.
Well, I was thinking of how weird it is. This is not the thing I was gonna say before about how weird it is, but how weird it is that porn stars they do it so much, and to them, like, they've broken this barrier of like sex and nudity being this taboo special thing. It's just a thing you do. And so they're like, I would assume, I've never watched like behind the scenes on how porn stars work, but
me neither.
But like, I would assume they get there and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And they're probably friends because they're in the same industry.
Ready to fuck. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Paul George and LeBron. Like, they don't know each other very well, but they like know of each other,
I think they know each other pretty well.
Okay, so they get there and they're like, "Oh, hey, Johnny Sins, like, good to see you. Like, this is cool. I'm getting to meet you. I've never met you before."
Yep.
All right, you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
And then all the producers are like, "All right, let's go."
In action. Hey, Mr. Plumber.
Yeah, and then she just rips down his pants, sucks his cock, and like he just rails her. And then afterwards,
is that what you watched last night?
Oh no,
that's what you were watching. That's why John was in the bathroom when I got here.
What? I wasn't in the bathroom. That's a lie.
No.
Oftentimes I am in the bathroom when you get here, but it wasn't this time. Okay. But like, and then after they finish, and I would assume it's not this like romantic, like after the cameras turn off, they're probably not still like
not gonna cuddle,
kissing and cuddling. They're just like, all right, what's up?
I don't think they're dapping up.
Okay, but I bet they do a handshake and like a hug. How do you think they end it? You think they hug each other when they leave?
Probably. I don't know.
Because like
that would be an awkward ending.
As soon as the cameras, I don't think it's awkward for them though.
Yeah, I think at first it probably is, because then it's like
maybe the first couple times.
Yeah, but then like, by the end it's like you're a pro. It's like that's your day.
Yeah. So, but how do you think they end their encounters? The pros, like fucking like Riley Reid and Johnny Sins.
It's probably like, see you next time.
They're just. But do you think they like handshake? Do you think they like kiss on the cheek?
Chest bump. Probably like it. Probably a hug.
Probably just a hug.
A hug, yeah. Hug or just
A sweaty hug.
nothing.
Yeah. That's because it's like, why hug when we just literally did the most extreme? Why are we going to even try and tone it down to a hug?
We're just going to go our separate ways.
Until
Back
we
to
fuck
like our
again.
significant others. That's kind of what's crazy to me is like to be a significant other of a porn star is you have to be very secure and confident,
Yeah.
which I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Just knowing that like your significant other like just got fucked by like someone so much better than you.
Yeah. Well, I wonder, do you think that if you do it all the time, it's got to get to a point where like sex isn't as thrilling with your significant other if you have sex like every day with like one, maybe even you do it multiple times a day.
Well, it's like that dude you were talking about that like jerked off too much. Yeah. And I like can't get boners.
Yeah. I don't know, because like let's say you have a significant other. Let's say I'm dating Riley Reed.
Okay.
And she just
In
gets
your dreams.
absolutely obliterated.
Right.
And then that night, it's like I get home from working at like Costco and I'm like horny and I'm like, all right. And then she's just like,
You don't do it for me.
yeah, she's just not feeling it. It's like
Yeah. But she's
cock
making a lot
size
of money though.
can't compare, and like the energy can't compare, and she's tired, so she's not going to give me the energy I want.
Right. It seems like it wouldn't be a good relationship. Costco guy and porn star. But you never know.
You never know. I mean,
Yeah. Maybe you could be a porn star.
I've thought I'm not.
Would I watch? Yeah. Would you watch my video?
No, fuck.
I think I'd take a look, but I wouldn't like jerk off to it.
No, I couldn't do that. I would watch at least one to know like
That's
this
my
is
boy.
real.
Yeah. I'd like be cheering you on from the sidelines. Like, get it. And then I'd be like, this is weird.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't need to watch this ever again.
Yeah. And then like every time I see you, I just know.
You just know the
And
cock.
you know that I know. And we all know.
Yeah, that was a nice voice
Yeah.
crack. I'm working on the compilation, guys.
Yeah.
There's a video that's going to be a Kyle voice crack compilation. It's like 3.5 minutes right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you realize that it's literally
Like
3.5 minutes of 3-second clips, that's a lot of goddamn
It's a
voice
lot
cracks.
it's a lot of cracking.
And like I kind of wanted the video to be longer, but I don't know how long I can make this.
Well, at some point, I mean, we could just keep delaying it, and then by the time it's like 20 minutes
But like
after a year. But like, you don't want to see that for 20 minutes. I feel like there's like a
Exactly.
golden zone of like, this was enough and this was too much.
yeah. Was that another one?
Like slightly.
That was borderline.
I don't know what the problem is. Like, it's not like stuff in my throat, but I can feel it when it happens.
No, it's just that you're getting close to hitting puberty.
Yeah. One day I'll get there.
So moving on here from porn and whatever, I don't know.
Whatever the fuck we've been talking about so far.
Something that I wanted to do that I found, unless you have something big you want to do for the rest of the episode.
I have nothing.
Okay. So there was an episode a while ago when I found some interesting like paradoxes on Reddit.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about some of them. And the other day I was like in bed and I don't know why, but I was like thinking about paradoxes. And then I was like, I don't really know what a paradox is, or I forgot since last episode we did it a year ago. And so I was kind of researching and I found like 10 to 15 of the most interesting or like mindfuck paradoxes. But these ones are different because before it was like Reddit. So it was kind of people just describing things themselves and hoping you understand. But these ones are like articles that I found. So I wanted to go through some of them. And I don't know. These are I just have really fun with them.
Let's do it.
Really fun.
Yeah, I have really fun. I have really fun.
I have a lot of fun with them. And at least to me, they're just something that make me think, but are also interesting.
All right.
So
Really
I
fun.
wanted to go through them. And I was thinking maybe. So I'm going to try and jog your memory on the last episode. I don't know when this was, guys. I can't even tell you what episode if you want to go listen to it. But
I feel like we were in your house. Like it was early, no?
No, it was in here. I remember it was in here, but it was a while ago. But we talked about this paradox called Ronald Opus. And
oh, yeah.
it was this story. Basically, there's this paradox of it's a real story, I think. And it's a guy who was going to kill himself. And he was in an apartment building. And then, so basically, I don't know, him and his wife got into like a scuffle. And he was going to kill himself. And somehow, either she pushed him or he fell out a window.
Yeah.
And he was falling down. And as he was falling down, someone in a lower apartment building shot a gun.
Yeah.
Was like, and that bullet for just out of coincidence, hit this guy as he was falling down. So then the paradox becomes like, was it a murder or was it a suicide?
Yeah.
Or what?
Fuck.
And
that
so-
actually happened?
I think so.
That is crazy.
That could be hypothetical, but I don't know.
That guy was so doomed. Yeah, he's just going to die either way.
He was fucked. But so I wanted to go through some of these and just see which one we think is the most interesting, and even potentially maybe in the future do like a tier list, which is similar to a bracket, but where we pick maybe like the top 20 and we give them all a tier. So there's like S tier. It started from the gaming scene for whatever reason in S. So S tier is the top. There's S, A, B, C, D.
Well, I thought S
F,
was like
F.
like cars, like S class is
Yeah,
like a nice car.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
That had to have come before gaming, but
Yeah, I just don't know if the tier list thing
is the same.
is the same, but I do know that S is for whatever reason is like the best of the best, and
Why?
then there's
Supreme.
A. I don't know what the S stands for.
There's a lot of good S words. Stafford. Shit.
Sex.
Sex. Suck.
Wow.
Wow, that's like a trifecta. That is like a top. That's an S tier of words.
Yeah. But I don't know. So maybe one day we could do a tier list or something. But for now, I wanted to just explain some to you that I found that are pretty cool. So, okay, the first one is called the dichotomy paradox. Okay. So this one, I don't really get this entirely.
Awesome. So I'm not gonna understand this at all.
Well, no. So to go anywhere, to travel anywhere, you must go half the distance first.
Okay.
Okay. So if I want to go to that wall, I got to first go half the distance to that wall.
You're correct.
And then you must go half of the remaining distance.
Correct.
And then half of that remaining distance. And it says, and so forth to infinity, thus motion is impossible.
That makes sense, actually.
But motion is not impossible
I know.
because you get to the point at some point. And so it says the dichotomy paradox has been attributed to ancient Greek philosopher Zeno. Sounds like a piece of shit. I'm just going to say it. If your name's Zeno, you sound like a big douche.
Yeah, that was like the douche of like the 13th century.
That's like Caden.
Yeah.
And it was supposedly created as proof that the universe is singular and that change, including motion, is impossible. But then it basically says that it says, but this theoretical solution doesn't actually answer how an object can reach a destination. The solution to that question is more complex and still murky.
Well, see, I don't really understand the motion part of it, but I get the if I were to have understood that, this is what I understood. This is what I'm trying to say here. You can never actually reach a destination because you're just dividing everything in half over and over and over until technically you're there, but you're like 0.0000000 like forever.
Well, yeah, because then if you're touching it, like your atoms are repelling, right? So you're not really touching
you're
it.
Never really there.
Yeah.
That I get, but I don't understand how there's no motion because
there's
motion.
Yeah, that's what I don't really
This
get.
is my motion. I don't know.
Okay, well, here's the next one. This is called the arrow paradox. In any instant, a moving object is indistinguishable from a non-moving object. Thus, motion is impossible. So this is similar, but it's saying, so it gives a photo of jets. All right.
Okay.
So a photo of a moving jet, it is impossible to tell if that's moving or if it's just a jet that's just stationary, just placed in the sky. Obviously it's moving because it's a fucking jet.
Yeah.
But the point is that
You can't tell if
any
it's moving.
instant, if you pause time
Yeah.
and you see something, it's impossible to tell if it's moving or not moving.
Well, you can tell with a really bad camera
What do you mean?
because then there's a blur.
Oh, but
But then it's you could have just moved the camera.
Yeah, it could still just have a blur. It could be a still object that just has a blur.
I guess that's true, but they're totally flying, so it doesn't really matter. And why would I care if things are moving or not? I don't.
That's not the point of paradox.
But I'm saying
you're not really.
that has
supposed
no real life implications.
No, it doesn't.
I just don't care
at all.
Yeah,
But
some of them are kind of cool. It's I've never thought about it that way. That one I just don't care about.
it says, oh, this is another one of Zeno's stupid
Fucking
arguments.
Zeno, dude.
Fuck
Fuck this
Zeno.
guy. When was this guy from?
I don't know.
God, this guy's a douche.
The issue here is that there is a single instant of time, 0 seconds pass, and 0 motion has happened. Zeno argued that if time were made up of instants, The fact that motion doesn't happen in any particular instant would mean motion doesn't happen. Oh, okay, that's a good point. Okay, so let me break it down. So he's saying in the smallest measure of time, the smallest moment that you can have, in that moment, the motion isn't happening. If you pause time, the thing is stationary, right?
Yeah.
Then if you then move to the next moment, the next smallest measure of time, it is also stationary again. So he's saying if the motion isn't happening during those fragments of time, where is the motion happening? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get. So
he's saying like
everything is just a moment in time, and so technically no one's moving. It's just he's in a different spot at this moment.
Yeah, and that's the
fuck this guy. This guy's such an asshole.
That's a good.
You see, but he was the annoying kid in class. It's like, actually, I don't think that's real, and here's why. It's like, fuck you, dude. But it's like the guy in Washington that's always trying to get in politics so he can just repeal every law ever. That guy fucking sucks.
Wait, what?
There's a dude, I forget his name, but he always tries to, he always runs for something in Seattle or in Washington, and like no one votes for him, and he's just so annoying.
What's his goal?
I don't know. He just wants to disrupt everything.
He just intentionally wants things to like get appealed.
Super annoying. Yeah, he tries to repeal everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
No,
that's who Zeno is.
No, Zeno. This probably has had real life like scientific application that has been studied and beneficial in some way.
Okay. Has that benefited anyone?
I don't know. Probably.
No.
People are talking about it.
It hasn't.
Kyle, I don't think you're giving Zeno enough credit here.
I can give him credit. I think he is technically correct. He's just really annoying.
Okay. All right. Here's a good one. All right. You're not going to hate this as much.
All right. Don't disappoint me.
This is called the ship of Theseus paradox. All right. Okay. If you restored a ship by replacing each piece of wood with a new piece of wood, would it remain the same ship?
No. No, it wouldn't. Yeah, it would. I don't know.
Because
it's technically different, but it's the same.
Same like space. It's the same area.
But different, but still same.
It says, all right, the ship wherein Theseus and the youth of Athens returned from Crete. Oh my God, I did a whole project on the island of Crete.
Crete?
No one really knows what it is, but I do because I did a project on it.
I think we looked at maybe going there one time, and then we were like, no, we're not going to do that.
It's not even called Crete anymore.
Oh.
It was called Crete like thousands of years. Or
might be thinking of something else. Maybe that was Croatia. No.
I don't. Kidding. Maybe it's called Crete. I don't know.
No,
but,
I think the Crete is a thing.
Returned from Crete, had 30 oars, and was preserved by the Athenians down even the time of blah, 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 blah. They took away the old planks as they decayed, putting in new and stronger timber in their places, in so much that the ship became a standing example among this. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so the question is, if everything's different, is it still the same?
No, but yes. But no.
So if we took this studio, and just moved it to like Alaska.
That's different though, because that's like moving it somewhere else.
All right. If we recreated the same studio with the same dimensions, same material, same everything, is it the same studio?
To me, it is, but I think technically speaking, it's probably
that's
not.
Probably still different because we did it in a different place. I guess. All right. Put it this way: if we were to tear down the studio,
and then rebuild,
and then just rebuild it right
exactly, then
is it the same? I don't know.
I don't fucking care. I don't care.
That's the ultimate point of all of these is you either care or you don't care.
Exactly. That's the thing is like people devote their life to this, and just so many people don't care.
Bro,
it's like you've got this amazingly profound idea and it makes sense, but I don't care, and it does not change my life in the slightest.
To me, these things are what like make me happy.
Well, you're like the 2% of people that care.
I've said if I ever go back to school, I'm going back in philosophy. So
God damn. You'd be the new Zeno or whatever the fuck that guy's name was.
Can an omnipotent being
what?
Omnipotent. Do you know what omnipotent?
No.
You don't know what omnipotent means?
Omnipotent.
It means like a god that controls all and sees all and knows all.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't know that.
That's a common term.
No.
Omnipotent.
So if it's a god.
Okay, so in omnipotent being, whether you want to view it as a god or
Right.
anything that controls everything, can it create a rock that's too heavy for itself to lift? If it controls all, can it create a rock that it can't lift? Because it's all power. This being is has the most power out of anything.
That'd be a big fucking rock. I don't know. Yeah, I think it can. But it also has the power to lift it. It can't lift it, but it can.
See, that's the...
Again, but I don't really care.
Again, there's no answer here. So
There's no answer, and I don't really care.
All right.
Okay.
This one is actually kind of practical in some sense. It says, well, it's called the birthday paradox.
Okay. I have a birthday.
Yeah, so maybe you can
Maybe I can relate to this.
Okay, if just 23 people are in a room, all right?
Correct.
There is better than even chance, so better than a 50% chance that at least 2 of them have the same birthday.
Really?
And this is a mathematical fact.
I think okay.
So it says that okay, so this comes from careful analysis of probabilities involved. If 2 people are in a room together, there's a 364 out of 365 chance that they do not have the same birthday. You follow me?
Easy math.
Yeah. Since there are 364 days that are different from the first person's birthday, that can be the second person's birthday. Okay. If there are 3 people in the room, then the probability that they all have different birthdays is 364 divided by 365 times 363 divided. That's getting a little confusing.
Some
here.
math shit.
Continuing this fashion, if you hit 23 people, the probability that all 23 people have different birthdays drops below 50%. And so the probability of at least 2 having the same birthday is better than even.
Mathematically, that makes sense. But I just don't think that would happen.
But this is saying that if you did this like in 10 different rooms with 23 people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But also you can't really factor in that it's not an equal chance that everybody's born on a different day. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
There's more birthdays that are more common than others.
Oh, yeah. There's certain years where people aren't banging as much.
Well, not really years, but just time of year.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, so like around Valentine's Day or New Year's or...
let's...
Yeah.
Well, no, but that still doesn't matter, really.
Why would that not matter?
No, but this is saying that, those statistics on more people being born in certain times of the year don't matter. Because going into this, you know that already. Like, that's a baseline. It doesn't matter that more people are born in a certain time of the year. It doesn't matter. Like, you could even take out... I don't know how to describe it, but that doesn't matter.
I would argue that it would help the chances of there being the same birthday, because there are birthdays that are more common than others.
Yeah, but the math is like it was saying 364 divided by 365. You can't just cut out like a month of those just because they're less common. Like, people are still born on every day of the year.
No, I wouldn't cut them out, but
it's like,
I don't know what you would do with the math. I'm not a mathematician. Okay, guys, leave in the comments if you have the same birthday as me, March 6th, or John, January 9th. Then we can do some math here.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So it's saying that basically if 26 people hear this, right, that
23.
If 23 people hear this, there is over a 50% chance that one of them has the same birthday as one of us, right?
Well, no, because they could have the same birthday as each other, and that would still count. But we wouldn't know that. Oh,
yeah. And
comment your birthday.
No one else would know what their birthday is either.
Yeah.
I see.
Go find your birthday buddy in the comments. All right.
Yeah.
You guys can make friends. Direct and number. What the fuck? Number neighbors.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of cool. My guy actually responded.
Mine didn't.
It was cool.
Neither of mine did.
All right. This one's kind of interesting. I don't really understand this one either.
All right.
Most people's friends have more friends than you do.
That's true.
But
most people's friends?
Most people's friends have more friends than you do. Or no, than they do. Sorry. Most people's friends have more friends than they do. So You have more friends than I do, and I have more friends than you do.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's see.
How? That's not true. It's not possible.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Impossible.
This seems impossible, but it's true when you consider the math. The friendship paradox is caused by how, in most social networks, most people have a few friends, while a handful of people have a large number of friends. Those social butterflies in the second group disproportionately show up as friends of people with smaller number of friends and drag up the average number of friends accordingly.
Okay. So it's those social douchebags that have all the friends ever.
I'm going to be honest, did you get that?
No, I did.
Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, so like in any group of friends, let's say like me, you, Luke, Jordan, Willig, okay? If you add all the number of total friends, like let's say I have like 10 friends. Let's say John has like 11.
No, let's just make it easier. I have 10, you have 10, Shim has 10.
Okay.
And then
Now, let's
Willig
say
and
Luke has like 50 and Willig's got like 35.
Okay.
They bring up the average. So even though you and I have the same number of friends, technically, according to the average, you should have more friends than I do. And I should have more friends than you do. Because we're in the same friend circle, but the average number of friends that a person has is higher than what we have.
Oh, so that's just saying, so I just keep my number of friends, but then you get the average.
But I get the higher average, and I keep my number of friends, and you get the higher average. But we actually have the same number of friends. That's exactly. It's so stupid. Yeah. Again, okay. That was so dumb.
All right. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I have a different website. Maybe you won't hate these as much on this other website. Well, okay. One last thing from this website.
All right.
This isn't really well, I guess it is a paradox, but it doesn't have a particular name. It just says, if there's nothing particularly unique about Earth, then there should be lots of alien civilizations in our galaxy. However, we've found no evidence of other intelligent life in the universe. Isn't that just like...
We haven't gone that far, though.
Yeah, it's true. It does seem kind of weird that, like, if it's so vast and so big and so infinite that, like, we haven't just found something.
You want to hear a great analogy?
Okay.
So the universe is infinite, right? So you can't really explore all of it. So the amount that we have explored is like the smallest, tiniest amount of what the universe is.
Okay.
Correct?
Sure.
So let's say you drive out to the desert, all right? And I'm looking for a grizzly bear. And the amount of the desert that I would be able to search would be like 1 grain of sand. Not even.
Okay.
And I don't see a grizzly bear. Doesn't mean there aren't grizzly bears here. I just haven't been able to explore yet.
Did you, like, research this?
No, I just
thought of
it. Yeah.
Because, like...
That makes sense, though.
Well, I'm not looking for a specific type of intelligent life.
I'm looking for any animal, and I'm looking at this one piece of sand.
Okay, I think we've searched more than a grain of sand.
No, it's infinite. We haven't even searched a grain of sand.
Well, but then that's silly, because then it's like, can we ever say we've searched a grain of sand?
No.
Yeah, you
can
eventually search like a few feet of sand.
We have searched 0.000 forever % of space.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's the right math there. Maybe it's like undefined. But that's a good analogy though. Let's say there were boundaries.
Something.
But let's say there were boundaries.
Yeah.
The amount that we've searched is probably equal to less than a grain of sand.
Okay.
Let's say it is a grain of sand. If I look at that grain of sand, am I going to see a grizzly bear or any other animal? No.
But like,
doesn't mean there aren't on Earth.
Okay, but what I'm
saying,
that's
such a good analogy, dude.
I don't know if it is because what I'm saying is like if you search this, you're trying to search the sand.
Yeah.
For 100 million years.
Yeah.
You're gonna get further than 1 grain of sand, and you're gonna eventually see like an ant.
No, let's say I'm the size of the sand because in terms of my size in the universe, I'm probably like a little bit of a sand. Okay, so I'm a piece of sand, the size of a piece of sand, trying to look through these sands for a bear. I'm not going to ever find it.
Why are you only looking for a bear? Look for anything. Look for a different fucking animal. Look for a mosquito or a
Okay, then I'll look for anything, and I won't find it because I can't search that far.
That's silly to say. So you're saying that you will never find anything in the universe ever and ever and ever. We'll never find anything.
I think technically speaking, that's true. But
no.
Again,
what do you mean technically? You're saying we can never find anything even if we look?
I think according to the math that I've been working on for so long.
No. Well, that's not how that works. If you look forever, you might find something.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, you just said you'll never find it.
You probably won't.
Your theory doesn't make sense,
No,
Kyle.
but it makes sense though.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, because the universe is like the desert, and we're like the sand. And if you can only look, you can't look that far.
But eventually, we're gonna look further and a little further.
I think eventually, we will expand our search. We may encounter a bush. There might be a bush with like a little rat inside.
You keep
and
saying
that's an alien.
We're only gonna get 1 grain of sand, and I don't think that's true. We're gonna get many grains of sand away.
We're gonna get many grains of sand, but if you look through many grains of sand, probably not gonna find animals.
I don't know. I haven't looked through that much sand, but
Okay.
the sand I have looked through, I found those little geyser.
But let's also keep in mind that you are a piece of sand. You're the size of a piece of sand looking through the sand.
Okay, fine.
You're
I
not
can
gonna
still
find
see
it.
something.
You could. Chances are you won't, but you could.
I think I don't know if you're viewing the world the right way.
I don't think I am. I don't think you are either.
I don't think either of us know what we're talking about.
No.
Well, that was a useless
That was another
debate.
dumb argument. Fuck.
All right, now we're gonna go to the next website here.
Oh God.
Ooh, you want a baseball one?
Yeah. Give it to me, baby.
Sort of.
Well, you already let me
They
down.
gave a baseball example.
Okay.
It's called Simpsons paradox.
The Simpsons movie or show?
Not quite.
Hmm.
This is a paradox in probability and statistics where you see a trend in different groups of data, but it disappears or reverses when these two groups of data are combined. For example,
What?
in 1995 and 1996, David Justice, do you know David Justice?
Nope.
Had a higher batting average each year than Derek Jeter.
Mm.
Yet, when looked at the 2 years together, Derek Jeter's average is higher.
How?
I don't know.
Wait, so both years he had a higher batting average than him?
Yeah. David Justice had a higher batting average each year than Derek Jeter, yet when looked at the 2 years together, Derek Jeter's average was higher. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest. So we just had to take a quick break from the episode, but while I was setting up the cameras and fixing everything, Kyle was trying to do some research to understand this Simpsons paradox.
I understand it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you? Because you were confused like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, I was. Okay, so batting average is hits divided by at-bats. So it's like the average times you get a hit per at-bat. So in 1995, Derek Jeter was 12 for 48, so that's 250, right?
12 divided by 48, 250.
Okay.
0.25, which we call 250.
So in 95, David Justice was 104 for 411.
104 divided by 411. That's
253.
253.
Okay, he hit 253. 96, Derek Jeter went 183 for 582.
183 divided by 582 is 314.
314, pretty good average. David Justice went 45 for 140.
That's
321. Okay, so David Justice had a higher batting average in both seasons. But the reason that Derek Jeter's his total batting average between the seasons is higher is because he had more at-bats. He had more total at-bats.
So what was his total if we add them up?
His total would be 48 plus 582, so...
Well, that's his at-bats. What's his total hits?
His hits is 195.
195 divided by
6.
Do it on your
630. 630.
195 divided by 630
Yep.
is 309.
309. Okay, David Justice went 149 for 551.
270.
Okay, so it's because Derek Jeter had like a when Derek how do I explain this? Like it makes sense in my head.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like
now.
Derek Jeter had more at bats, so he has more hits total too. So like the averages are like David Justice's averages are higher, but because Derek Jeter has more at bats, there's more weight
like
there.
Balances out.
Yeah, there's more weight on that second season. So like his total batting average is higher. That took so long for me to understand.
But it's really not that complex.
It's very
now.
simple, and I spent too much time figuring that out.
Yeah.
Those are like the little numbers that I love about sports. I would not have solved that problem if it wasn't sports related. I would not have cared. That's like how you get to me. Is like
see, and you wouldn't have ever known that fun fact if it wasn't for my paradoxes, which you think are stupid and useless.
I don't think your paradoxes are stupid and useless. I just think. Okay, I think there's.
That's a good paradox.
Yeah.
That's
No.
yeah. The Simpsons paradox has now benefited your life.
But I don't think it's like a paradox. I just think it's like
It's quite literally
just math.
called the Simpsons paradox.
Yeah,
it
but it's
is a
just-
paradox
it's
by
just-
definition.
to me, it's just stats being weird.
That's a paradox.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's just baseball, man.
I don't know what this one is. I didn't read this one beforehand, so we're just
Right.
going to go for it. The card paradox. Imagine you're holding a postcard in your hand. All right.
All right.
What type of postcard is it? Like what's on
It's from the biggest ball of yarn. I forget where that is. Kansas, maybe. That's where I
it?
went.
Where did you? Okay. I don't know how
That's-
you
that's a
thought of
thing. I
that.
don't know.
Okay. On one side of wait.
It's got a ball of yarn on it.
Okay. So on one side it's written the statement on the other side of this card is true. All right. We'll call that statement A. Turn the card over now.
Okay.
Turn the card over. And on the opposite side of the card, it reads, the statement on the other side of this card is false. So now this is statement B.
So this isn't the biggest ball of yarn?
Well, no. So on the front of the card, it says in words, the statement on the other side of this card is true.
Yeah.
And then when you flip it over, it says
Oh,
the
it's-
statement on the other side of this card is false.
So it's just not true. It's not the biggest ball of yarn, and it's not true that it's not the biggest ball of yarn.
So
you
trying to-
never know.
trying to assign any true. No, wait. Do you understand?
No,
what-
yes, I do.
It doesn't actually
No,
say
I
anything
know.
about a ball of yarn.
But there is a ball of yarn,
Yes.
and it says greatest ball of yarn
just
like in the background, but that's not part of the postcard.
Yes, that's
So,
not part of
It's
this
like
paradox.
the other side is true, like okay, and then it says the other side is not true, so it's not the biggest ball of yarn. But it's true that it's not the biggest ball of yarn. It's not true that it's not the biggest ball of yarn.
But this ball of yarn has nothing to do with this.
No, I know, but I just want that to be
Yeah,
involved.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to assign any truth to either statement A or B, however, leads to a paradox. If A is true, then B must be as well. But if for B to be true, A must be false. So once again, another,
That's so stupid.
you know.
Like, when would that situation ever happen?
All right. We're going to. Okay, I'm gonna try and get you one that you like. All right, the crocodile paradox.
I like crocodiles.
You like crocodiles?
All right.
A, cr-
All right.
a crocodile snatches a young boy from a riverbank.
Don't like it anymore.
Okay.
Can I be the young boy?
Just to make this fun, let's pretend this is like at Disneyland. You know how there was a crocodile? Actually, I think that actually happened. So it's
There's a
probably not.
crocodile in Disneyland?
Yeah, and I think it actually
Disney
killed
World.
a kid.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Let's not pretend that because I
That
think that
sucks.
actually happened. There's a crocodile snatches a young boy from a riverbank. His mother pleads with the crocodile to return him.
Wow. Using reason against a crocodile.
To
Good
which
call.
the crocodile replies that he will only return the boy safely if the mother can guess correctly whether or not he will indeed return the boy.
Oh.
There is no problem if the mother guesses that the crocodile will return him. If she is right, he is returned. If she is wrong, the crocodile keeps him. If she answers that the crocodile will not return him, however, we end up with a paradox. If she is right and the crocodile never intended to return the child, then the crocodile has to return him. But
he
in doing
wasn't.
so, breaks his word and contradicts the mother's answer.
What a douche.
On the other hand, if she is wrong and the crocodile actually did intend to return the boy, the crocodile must keep him even though he intended not to, thereby also breaking his word. It's
Yeah.
that's actually kind of a good one because it's that one where it's like if there's two doors. Shit, what's that thing? You know
Two doors?
You know the paradox that my dad always told me growing up. It's like, oh,
No.
one door you choose this, and it's like one door you choose that. You know.
There's two doors? Okay, your dad told you there were two doors? Nice.
You don't remember hearing this growing up? It's
You
like
could open a door. I know that. You could open one door, and then you get what? Where are you going with this?
I don't know. There's like a very famous little like fun little
I do
riddle
too.
thing.
I thought you knew it. I thought you were gonna finish
No,
it.
I was hoping you
Just knew that there were doors involved.
Yeah.
Okay, well I don't know how to finish that, but that I get it. In a world of talking crocodiles, they would be so douchey, and they would do that shit.
No, but what it's saying is that there's a way where she can win no matter what, right?
I think it's the crocodile wins no matter what.
Oh.
Because he say I'm gonna keep the kid, and then she says you're gonna keep him. He goes, damn right I am. And he fucking keeps him.
But if she says you're not going to keep him, and he wasn't intending on keeping him,
He's gonna keep him anyways. No, if he was gonna give him back, and she says you're gonna keep him, then he's gonna keep him. If she says you're not gonna keep him, and he was gonna wait, let's
Wait,
say
let
the
me-
crocodile would never give the kid back. Let's be real. So the crocodile was gonna say I'm gonna keep him, and then So she goes, "You're not gonna keep him," and then Crocodile goes, "Yeah," and then he keeps him. And then if she says, "You're not gonna keep him," Crocodile's gonna go, "No, you're wrong. I'm keeping him." Lose.
But. Okay, I'm kind of confused. But
but then if she says you're not gonna keep him, then he's gonna give him back. Oh, then you would do the opposite.
Dude, I don't know.
He lost me. I lost myself.
All right. There is no problem if the mother guesses that the crocodile will return him. If she guesses right, he is returned. If she is wrong, the crocodile keeps him. Dude, I don't know. I'm fucking confused.
How is there no problem with that? Because then the crocodile keeps the kid. That's the problem.
Kyle, we tried to go
this
through
kid
it once.
expendable?
I don't know how long this will take for us to understand it, so I'm gonna.
You can't really reason with a crocodile.
No, I mean,
like they would be one of the worst animals.
That was a dumb example. Like, why don't they give like a real one? Like a guy kidnaps your baby and
yeah, that's a little
because that guy can talk. Like, why did we throw a crocodile in there? We're gonna do one more.
Didn't you say that last time?
This is gonna be the last one.
All right.
And we're gonna hope I'm gonna be honest. Only like 2 of these have made sense to me.
Okay.
But we're gonna hope this makes sense. It probably won't though.
All right. Perfect.
The Raven paradox.
All right.
Also known as Hempel's paradox. For the German logician, that's a dumb job.
Logician?
He's a logic guy.
Oh fuck.
He's like he studies logic.
He doesn't know shit.
A German logician who proposed it in the mid-1940s. The Raven paradox begins with the apparently straightforward and entirely true statement, all ravens are black. Okay?
All right.
Unless I could take a raven and I could paint it white, and then it's a raven and it's white.
It's still black though. Its fur is technically, her feathers are still black.
But if you can't see it, is it?
You can't see it, but they're still black.
Okay.
Boom.
This is matched by a logically contrapositive, which is a negative and contradictory statement so this is the next statement. Everything that is not black is not a raven, which despite seeming like a fairly unnecessary point to make is also true given that we know the quote, all ravens are black. Hempel argues that whenever we see a black raven, this provides evidence to support the first statement. But by extension, whenever we see anything that is not black, like an apple, this too must be taken as evidence supporting the second statement. After all, an apple is not black, and nor is it a raven. The paradox here is that Hempel has apparently proved that seeing an apple provides us with evidence, no matter how unrelated it may seem, that ravens are black.
You know, that was the first thing I thought when I walked in here and I saw you. I went, damn, ravens really are black.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, because this is saying that anytime you see something based on that second statement.
Yeah. This podcast is proof
I like
that ravens,
this one.
Ravens are black.
I like it. This Clorox box.
Yeah, it is.
This proves that ravens are black.
I would agree with that
All
statement.
ravens are black.
I would agree with that.
Because the statement that... Wait, what was the second statement?
I don't know. Anything black isn't a raven, or anything black. Everything black isn't a raven.
Everything that is not black is not a raven. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true. Speaking of the ravens, they got pooped on.
They kind of got railed. Yeah. Speaking of getting railed.
What?
I shouldn't say it.
You got railed?
Patrick Mahomes is having a baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He railed it. He railed the Ravens and then
railed his wife.
Anyways, fiance actually.
Fiance.
Yeah.
Wow, premarital sex.
I know.
Dude, you're going to hell, bro.
Yeah, he's going to hell.
You're going to big hell, dog.
Each double hockey stuck.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys didn't hate this episode as much as Kyle did.
I fucking hate this episode. Fuck this episode. All right. Should we move on to our segments?
Yeah, probably.
It's time to do it.
I think people have already tuned out of the episode
at
this point. So.
See you guys. Hopefully you commented your birthday. Well, we got A and F this week. My A this week is a Pakistani man who broke a world record.
Okay.
What?
Well, no, I thought you said a pack of Stanley men.
Oh.
I'm like, what is a pack of Stanley men?
A bunch of Stanleys.
Yeah.
This is a Pakistani man who cracked, guess how many walnuts with his head for a world record in a minute. Guess.
In a minute? How many walnuts?
Yeah.
Like 60, 1 per second.
254. This man's cracking quick.
What?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. How did he? How?
I
Why?
can only assume bang, 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 bang. To his head.
You know how big walnuts are?
You know how hard you have to hit
They're
your
like-
head against it?
They're huge.
You can't crack them with. You use like the pliers to crack them. Like,
Why did he get good at this?
What are you gonna do in
Imagine,
Pakistan?
like-
I don't know. What else are you doing?
Imagine just like one day you're like drunk with your friends, you're like, yo, bash your head on this walnut, dog.
Yeah, I'd get a fucked up forehead.
and then
from
you
that.
did it, and then you like
realize that you
realize you're really good.
like, give me like 10 real quick, and you're like, dang, 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 dang. And it was like, wow, that was 3 seconds. You can maybe do 254. What is that per second? That's
12.
That's almost 4 a second. It's more than 4 a second.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 4 times 60 is 240.
Holy shit.
I needed 254.
Yeah, so he probably had 4 just in like segments.
Yeah, maybe he was doing like a line, and he was doing his whole face, like chin, mouth, nose, forehead.
Or he had a big forehead, like a long forehead.
Yeah, he could have had a long, flat forehead, just like a hammer.
Yeah.
Could have been. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, cool. Well, my age this week. This is actually really cool because it hits close to home.
Oh.
Stop.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Hey.
You're a bad boy.
Hopefully you guys aren't hearing all the static that we're getting right now. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
At Ruby Drummer on Twitter went viral because he said, I can't believe I did it. Over 2,500 miles on a bicycle, 36 days. Did you see this?
Yeah.
So this guy, it's been a known thing for a while. I've seen it go viral on Twitter of people memeing it, but there's a hike called Poo Poo Point, which is very close to where we live. We've done the hike many times.
Really boring hike. Don't do it.
Not a
good
but
hike.
if you're from like middle of nowhere, that hike would
Yeah.
be cool. But
if you're from here, you've done it, and it's like you don't really need to do it again.
yeah, it's like not. It's like the.
It's just the most basic hike that
It's
anyone does here.
What player would I compare this to? It's like
What?
it's like
What are you just trying to think of an average player?
yeah, but like a little below average. That's like
Yeah.
not cool, but he's still.
It's like an Andy Dalton of hikes. Like he's kind of a starting quarterback, not really anymore. Wasn't very good. Never won a playoff game.
but like he still did more than a lot of
Yeah,
people
but-
ever did.
Yeah, and he's like the best backup quarterback right now, but
Mhm.
he's not really a starting quarterback. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
that
Poo Poo
range.
Point.
Yeah, he's Andy Dalton.
So it's called Poo Poo Point, and that's in Washington. And then he biked for 36 days to PP Creek,
Nice.
which is in
pee poo poo.
uh
I'm good with states. Let me see.
West Virginia, I think. Well, I didn't. I had to zoom in on that tweet, but it's either in Kentucky or West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
You just said you're good with states.
What? You couldn't zoom.
Yeah. So I just thought that was super cool that like this guy actually took the meme upon himself and he took a selfie in front of each sign. Went from Poo Poo Point to PP Creek.
Look, how do we know he didn't just fly with his bike?
Listen,
I agree. He probably did it. I'm
It's
just saying
COVID.
there's a paradox.
who's flying with bikes and helmets?
That guy.
You were going to a paradox.
Yeah, it's
right
a paradox, you know. He probably did, but how can I know? I
There.
don't think
Not
I
really
can know.
what a paradox is, but I'll
Unless
let
he
you have this
he
one.
could have documented it, and he could have flown to each spot of where he documented it. He could have just been flying a bunch of times, or driving, actually.
Yeah,
Driving with a bike, that's more
that's
feasible.
probably.
That's more feasible.
very feasible.
But he probably biked.
I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's your F this week?
Just all of us, because we had to watch that debate, and
Yeah, I didn't watch
it was I didn't either. I was at work during it, and I saw some highlights, if you want to call it that. And yeah, I think we're just kind of fucked either way. We're gonna elect like a 5-year-old, and the moderator.
No, we're gonna elect like a
900
like a
900-year-old
that
that
has
acts,
Alzheimer's.
that acts like a 5-year-old.
quite literally. Well, no, one of them's like like actual like psychopath, and the other one has dementia. So
Yeah, and a stutter.
and like I'm not joking. Like it's not public, but a lot
Joe
of people think that he actually has dementia. That's
Joe
why.
Biden.
Yeah,
Oh God.
and like
Wonderful.
onsets. I mean, he's like 79.
I mean, yeah. Can we?
He can't fucking talk.
Why do we have to these fucking old people? Like, I'm sorry, but old people need to not run our country.
Yeah, well,
It's our options. And the moderator did not a very good job of like keeping calm.
I mean,
I think most kindergarten teachers can do better because they are doing that all day.
Yeah.
So anyways.
I feel like it'd be hard to try and moderate them.
Oh yeah, no, I know. They should have muted the mic of the other person.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just a disaster.
Well,
Our
these
country
these
sucks.
whole political debates aren't really for like trying to have someone choose a side. It's more for publicity and entertainment at this point.
Exactly. It's like
It's
no one went into that going, I'm undecided. Let me decide through this. Because, God, if you tried to decide through that, I don't know.
Joe Rogan was saying on his podcast what they should do. And, well, he actually had Bernie Sanders on his podcast, and he was saying, like, it's such a better form of communicating and understanding someone's point of view when you can sit down in, like, a podcast environment and just let someone express their thoughts for hours at a time instead of these couple how long was the debate? An hour?
I don't
2
know.
hours?
I don't know.
Like, instead of just having these people yell at each other on a public stage where they're like, it's just this big propaganda bullshit. Whereas if you could just have someone like
sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, not that like Joe Rogan would want to interview these people, but I'm just saying an environment like that where you have Trump go sit down on someone's podcast for 3 hours and then the next week Joe Biden go sit down on someone's podcast for 3 hours. That would be much better to... It still would suck, but it would be better than what they got now.
I can't picture Trump on a podcast.
Well, no, it'd be the worst. But yeah.
Fuck. We're screwed. So
I saw this guy on Twitter who looks like mid-20s, probably like 25, and he's I forget his but I think it's called like Gamer President, and it's this guy who's like his whole he's running for president, and he's like
a gamer.
Yeah, and he that's how he kind of like gets people to care. Like he live streams.
Okay.
But it's all like he has a podcast and it's called like the Gamer like oh dude, I want to fucking find this guy.
It sounds better than these.
But
guys.
he has like 400,000 followers. He's mid-20s and he's running for not that he's like
I don't think you can.
How old do you have to be?
40, 30 or 40? There's an age, but yeah.
Well,
there should be an age limit, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how old he is, but I know that he's like his whole branding is like he is trying to be a president at some point, one of the presidents in the future, and like
good for him.
He has a podcast, but like his whole little shtick is he tries to connect with the gaming community first and then try and like expand from there.
He knows his audience. He's
I mean,
respect.
All right, well, my F this week is gonna absolutely make you want to throw up. It's disgusting.
Oh.
Vietnamese condom factory.
Nice. Yummy so far.
Accused of recycling used prophylactics, which I don't know what that means, but that's condoms. So it says the factory owner alleged
recycling.
Let me re-say this title for the sake of a hype video, okay, guys?
Okay.
Vietnamese condom factory accused of recycling used condoms.
That's tough.
The factory owner allegedly admitting buying used condoms, washing them, and packaging them into new packages.
Who is he buying them from? Where is he getting them from? You don't recycle condoms. Maybe there's like a little drop-off spot where you can you can donate your clothes. Maybe you just drop your condoms in the bin.
Yeah.
Imagine the cesspool that is.
Well, yeah. Maybe in Vietnam they have that because
you can recycle bottles on the street there probably.
Yeah, and
There's machines.
You can get free condoms at random gas station bathrooms.
That's true.
Maybe they have in Vietnam. Maybe you can get condoms, and there's also boxes throw your condoms in here.
See, that's a little suspicious though. It's why do we need to recycle them?
No, because maybe they're bad for the environment, so it's we'll dispose of them the correct way.
We'll dispose of them.
But this guy is hey, I'll hand you $300 under the table if you'll give me those condoms.
That's
And
guys, don't let that deter you from wearing a condom.
No,
because you should wear one, just not Vietnamese.
Wear a condom, but this guy, the fact that he thinks he can take a used condom with sperm in it.
He probably washed it with some soap and water. You think he washed himself in a sink?
Let's see. Vietnamese police said they will investigate the factory that was found recycling 320,000 used condoms and then resell them. Following a tip, oh my God. A market inspector said the owner of the factory, a 34-year-old woman, confessed that they bought the used condoms from a man in the province.
Capitalism.
So some dude's just stashing these used
Condom
condoms.
guy. Yeah. He's got these.
The condoms
He's the
were
guy.
washed, reshaped, and packed into plastic packages.
Maybe they were just all his. And he
They're
just kept them.
340,000.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe like his little group of friends or
It's
like orgy group.
Dude, that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I also wanted to talk. I'm not going to talk about it this episode because it's too late, but remind me. I'll write it down. I got to talk about Dr. Dre's ex-wife. Do you hear about this?
No.
Oh, God. This is good. This will be a good topic for next
All right.
episode.
Talk
Dr.
to
Dre's
this.
getting a divorce right now, and it's pretty funny. So,
Okay.
guys, thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. Be sure to drop a like if you're on YouTube, and if you're not on YouTube, go over there and subscribe because in our analytics we can check, and it actually says that 65% of the people that watch our videos are not subscribed to the channel,
What?
which doesn't really make sense because if you're going to watch the videos, just go subscribe. And we're almost at 2,000.
Click a little button.
And I know there's a lot of new fans recently, so thank you to everyone the last couple months. It's been awesome.
Yeet.
Go check it out. Actually, a couple days ago on Wednesday, we posted our How Fast Can You Eat a McDonald's Happy Meal challenge. Definitely go watch it. It's a really fun video.
Yep.
Kyle edited this one himself.
You bet. I did like 90% of it. John did some little touch-ups at the end.
Yeah, but
But, you know.
it's awesome. It's pretty funny, and I think you guys should go watch it. I'll let you guys guess who you think won. Might not be who you expect.
Might not be who you expect. Might be another poor performance from someone.
But yeah, Kyle, where can I follow you?
Instagram at Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah.
Yep, you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. There's new episodes of this show every single Monday and Thursday. So if you guys are new around here, this is the first one you listen to, just, give us a follow, give us a subscribe.
What's
and,
up?
Stick around because we love you all. Definitely DM us on Instagram to send us questions for the fan question segments next episode. And with that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.